So I always like to start my makeup routine with prepping my skin. I am going to be using the Dr.Jart sheet mask. It's called Ceramide, and this mask I am obsessed with. It has ceramides in it, which is a natural fatty acid that's already found in your skin, and it leaves your skin super plump and moisturized. Afterwards, I'm going to be using my jade roller, which I just got out of the fridge, and I'm just going to be rolling that over my face. This helps with circulation and inflammation and just kind of really make sure that the serum or ampule really gets absorbed into my skin. Afterwards, I'll just be rubbing that excess serum into my skin before I put my primer on. So now I'm going to prime my face, and I will be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. And I actually got this primer with my Beauty Rouge points from Sephora, which is why it's so tiny, but I will be getting the full-size one soon. I like this primer because it is a pore filling primer, but it is not drying, which I found that a lot of pore filling primers are, and it just really leaves a nice smooth base for my makeup. Now I'm going to be putting on my foundation. I'm going to use the Stilla foundation in the color S11. This is a new product or a new brand that I found at Sephora, and I actually really love this formula. I like to take the foundation and just kind of dab it on areas where I have hyperpigmentation or scarring, and I like to blend that out. This formula is super nice because it is really easily blendable, and it also just sits on your skin super nice and doesn't dry out, or it doesn't get cakey, or it doesn't crease up. And yeah, I really like it, and it's buildable. And I'll just be using my Kat Von D foundation brush to buff that out. Now I'm going to contour. I always like to do this step right after I do my foundation, when my foundation's still a little wet, so that I can really blend out that contour. I'm using the Matchstick, which is another Fenty Beauty product in the color Truffle, and I'm just going to take my same foundation brush and I am going to blend that out. I really like this foundation brush a lot. As I said, it's from Kat Von D, and I'll leave it in the description. But the shape of it just makes it really easy for you to kind of focus on certain areas. You don't have to change you don't have to change your foundation brush to blend out your contour or blend out your nose. Now I just want to add this step because I think it's like really crucial to my whole routine. I always like to take my makeup off of my moles. This really gives the illusion that I'm not wearing as much makeup as I am. Now onto my eyes and my eyebrows. I am going to start with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color 360. This is just I'm pretty sure this is a contour powder. I got it at CVS, and it's just a really nice brown color. And I'm just going to be using my fingers and kind of blending that out on my eyelid. I like to do this just to add some depth, but still make my eyes look natural. Then I'm taking my LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Creamy Beige, and I am going to be applying that under my eyebrows, and this just kind of highlights my brow bone, and it also gives my eyes depth. This formula is super nice, and it's also really cheap. Next, I'm going to be doing my favorite step, which is my liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to be creating a wing, and I've been doing this almost every single day since I was 14, so it's super easy for me, but I will be posting a specific tutorial on it. I just like to start from the middle of my eye and kind of drag that out and then fill it in in the corners. Up next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows with the Mercier Duo Brow, I'm pretty sure it's called. And this palette is super nice. It has a pomade and a powder. So I like to use the pomade to outline my brows, and then I use the powder to fill it in. My brows are really frustrating to do because I got stitches on one of my brows, so there's like a chunk of hair missing. And then my other eyebrow has a mole at the end. So they never look perfect, but I do try. Now I'm going to conceal and set, and I will be using the Mercier Under Eye Concealer. I really love this concealer, not only because the formula is really creamy and blendable, but the applicator is super nice. It's really bendy, and I always find that to be important when you're putting anything under your eyes, that you're not pulling the skin, because the skin under your eyes is a lot different than the rest of the skin on your face. It's really thin, and if you tug on it too much, that can cause, more signs of aging, and it's just not good. So I like to blend that out between my eyebrows, my chin, and under my eyes. Next, I'm going to be setting that with my RMCA No Color Powder. I got this powder from Amazon. I actually haven't really explored enough setting powders because this setting powder has lasted me forever, but it does do the job. My makeup never creases with this, and there is no flashback. So I'm going to be taking that same Maybelline powder and just contouring a little bit more. And this also just gives my skin a little bit more coverage. And yeah, so now I'm going to highlight, and I will be using the Anastasia highlighter palette, and it's in Sunkissed. I'm going to be using the lightest shade, and I'll just be applying that with my fingers. I really like this highlighter because it truly gives you a glow. I hate highlighters that have sparkles in them. Like, I do not like that sparkly look, and this really gives you that glowing look. And I just put it on my nose and my cheekbones. Now I'm going to be using different powders to kind of complete the whole look of my makeup. And this is the Makeup Forever Pro Filter Powder. And I really like this powder because it's a foundation powder, but it's also more of a bronzer for me. And I'm going to be using my Nars blush, and I really love all Nars products. They go on really seamlessly, and it just looks great. So I'm onto my lips, and I'm going to be using a matte lipstick lip liner thing. I don't know, it's from the company Nude Stix. I actually stole this from my sister, so I don't know much about it, but it's from the company Nude Stix in the color Rose, and the formula is super nice. It really blends out, and I just like to line my lips, fill that in with chapstick, and then just blend it out with my finger. And this color is very natural, so it's another reason why I love it. Now, these are just my finishing touches that I like to do to complete my look. I am going to be just taking that same liquid eyeliner and just putting a dot in the center of my lower eyelids. And then I'm going to be taking my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist setting spray and just spraying that all over. It really gives my skin a glow, and it's super dewy, and it looks nice. So yeah, I'm done, and I'll just be taking some extra edge control, fixing my hair, and I am all set. Thanks for watching.